The kids have beach camp tomorrow. I have to pack a towel. I have to pack an extra shirt. I have to pack a snack. I don't know why they don't give the kids a snack. All right, well, I'll just go to the grocery store. I'll get the bread. I'll get the lunch meat. I'll get the cookies. I'll get the juice boxes. I'll get the water. And they need to eat fruit. They really haven't been eating a lot of fruit lately. I need to make them eat more fruit. But every time I put the apple, I slice the apple. I chop the apple. I skin the apple. They don't eat the apple. I cannot believe I didn't call the manicure place and change my appointment. How am I supposed to live like this? There's just a lot going on. Oh.
I'm driving in my car. I'm driving in my car. Oh, I'm hungry. Oh, I want some scrambled eggs. I want some scrambled eggs and toast and turkey bacon. Turkey. Give me turkey bacon right now. I want turkey bacon. I'm driving in my car. I'm driving in my car.
I'm driving in my car. I'm driving in my car.
Wait, one more time.
I'm driving in my car.
We got a good one for you today, guys. Our very good friend and host of America's Got Talent, Nick Cannon.
And you know her from Dancing with the Stars and for winning 2 World Cup gold medals. Snowboard champion Amy Purdy is here. She is absolutely incredible. Now, before we get into all of this, babe, I want to talk to you about something you posted on Instagram. It's the back fat picture you posted. First of all, I didn't even know that this existed. But please tell us why you posted this.
Okay, first of all, why are you snooping around my Instagram page? Okay, you got your own Instagram page.
There's only like 70 million people who will see this picture.
No, you know, ladies, we all know about back fat, right?
Whoa.
And listen, look, you can still be in shape, and you put on that bra you think is your good bra because it handles your business in the front, and then you turn around and it has squeezed all of the flesh over into an overhang situation, and you're just mortified, and then you've got to put on a blazer or a sweater or a scarf or a shawl or something. And so I wanted to share with my sisters out there that I had found, you know, a bra that kind of fit, and everybody's got to find their own situation. But I found this bra and I shared it with everybody, so I wanted to share. I mean.
Okay, well, you know, it's interesting. Us as men, we have absolutely no idea. We have no idea about this stuff because we don't really care.
Oh, you don't care if we have an overhang?
It's, to us, a little, you know, we love you the way you are, and we look at other things, you know what I mean? We look at, you know, the situation from the front, and then we look at the situation in the back, but a little bit lower. That's the stuff we care about, you know, the legs, and then, of course, your eyes and your smile. And, no, but because I found out that women freak out in the summer when it's bathing suit time. Is that true?
Oh, totally, yeah.
Like you guys have like meltdowns and nervous breakdowns about fitting into bathing suits.
And all it takes is one picture. Just one, right? You went to your girlfriend's little cookout pool party, and you put on your cute little bathing suit, and you thought, you know what, I'm gonna take my sarong off. And then she tweets that picture out, and you're like,
okay, let me just...
Swimsuit, zip up, tracksuit at the pool. It's done.
All right, guys, let me just encourage you, ladies, to wear the bathing suits. It's okay.
You love us just the way we
yes,
are.
we love you.
All the jiggles and the wiggles.
The more jiggles, the better. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You guys freak out over these things. It's the truth. We do not pay attention to that, okay? We pay attention to other things, like I said.
Okay, well, here's something else that I think the women in the audience will appreciate. The top 10 reasons we break up with men.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's very interesting, very interesting. Well, obviously, number one is not being very compatible. And you know, sometimes you don't find that out right away because everybody puts on their representative
Hat.
right, when they go out on that first date. And then you discover that they're crazy or psycho or, not you.
Thanks. I
You
was
know,
gonna say.
but I'm just saying that's very important to be compatible. And of course, infidelity. You know, find out he's cheating, texting, sexting, whatever he's doing, boom, not gonna happen. And then the guy changes. Like this was something,
What do you mean he changes?
well, it might be related to the number one, but
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know, you guys sometimes have a weird shift in attention. Like,
Well-
like we really think it's going well, right? Like dinner and fun and movies.
Well, I think we discussed it a couple of weeks ago. I think it's about the whole thing about first, having sex and when that should take place. See, for guys, we will do whatever it takes. We will put on masks. We will be 15 other personalities. We will drive you to
Oh,
places.
so
We
you're
will
just-
pay for everything just to get that cookie. I'm just telling the truth, America. I'm just telling the truth.
So like all that shifting is like, just different tactics.
I'm just saying, until you let us in, we will be whoever you want us to be. Whatever you project on us, that's who we're
Well,
gonna
I
be.
got a little
now,
fact
now
here.
listen.
Oh, sorry.
And then, she's interrupting me again, America.
I'm working on it.
Haven't you learned, woman?
I'm looking on it. I'm working on it.
It's
I'm
supposed to be,
working
hey, baby, let me finish.
on it. Okay. Judge Toller.
So look, that's why I said sometimes when you do it in the beginning,
Yeah.
you know who you're dealing with. So there's pros and cons.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the next one?
So, do we change at all?
No, you know what? I have to say, you guys are pretty much solid and consistent with who you guys are, which is
That's
great.
right.
So I got to give it to you.
Especially modern women. Like I know a lot of my girlfriends, who are still dating, they're like, I let him know. And that's part of the modern dating world right now.
You need to get to that last point there because that's a very important point.
30% of women admit they dump a guy because he was bad in bed. Girl.
Oh, hold on a second. You're cheering? You didn't get rid of that sucker.
No, you know why? You know why? Because it goes back to your point. You do all that stuff about getting the cookie and massaging the cookie and making the cookie. And then, you know what I mean?
Massaging the cookie.
You can take us through all these changes, and then you get there, you don't know how to nibble on the cookie.
Nibble on the cookie? Whoa, calm down, women, calm down. Are you serious? Okay, this is a collective effort here we're talking about, okay? It's not just us.
No.
You gotta teach
No.
a brother how to nibble on the cookie. You gotta let us know what you want with the cookie. You gotta sort of, we gotta
No.
communicate about this.
If you don't know what you're doing,
You
then
can't just judge the first time in the
No.
sack. You can't.
Figure it out, 'cause
we need time to gel.
if you don't get it right,
The chemistry is mutual. It's collective. It's comprehensive. You have to work on this together. Now, if
No.
you don't like something, let us know. I don't like when women go after the fact and then they send us to whatever.
you know
because,
why?
Why?
Because the cookie has crumbled. All right. That's right.
Moving on.
Yeah. I really wanted to bring this up because this is so important and so overdue. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo recently signed a bill that requires all universities and colleges in New York to have an affirmative consent policy for sexual relations between their students. It's time for the campuses to get involved.
Yeah, and let's be clear.
Some people might not know what we're
Yes.
talking about.
We're talking about the yes means yes campaign versus the no means no campaign. It used to be no means no, but it carries a negative connotation with it. And so now, and I want to get this very, very perfect, no means no is being phased out because it carries a negative connotation, and the burden of proof now is being shifted to the accused, no more the accuser. So now the accused has to provide evidence that there was consent rather than the accuser having to prove the opposite. So
now, the interesting thing, though, is how does policy really play out? You know, you're there, you're at the nightclub, you're dancing, you're partying, you're drinking, you're getting close, you're up against a wall, you're grooving.
Whoa. You're up against the wall? What? That's what you did when you were in college?
No, I'm just
Oh,
saying.
no, hold on a second. Let's back up a little. You left out that whole chunk. when you met me, like, you didn't tell me about all of that.
It's okay. It's just, I'm
You
just.
said you went to all-girls school and...
Yes, and then I went to NYU. I went
And
to New
that's
York.
where you were
And there are
corrupted?
nightclubs in New York, and I witnessed some of the things I'm about to say. Yeah. So you're in the club, you're partying, boom, 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 and you know, one of the great things about cell phones in this moment is that you can say,
Yep.
are we gonna do this? Yes and yes, right? And if somebody says no, walk away.
That's right. But you know,
Yes.
all the Ivy League schools have signed on to that new policy, except, get this, Harvard.
Well,
Harvard is the only school that hasn't.
that's because they're studying. They're not having sex.
But you know, also Antioch College, who was the
this is
first
good, yeah.
to sign on to this new affirmative consent policy. It's very interesting. They took it as far as saying you need consent
Every
at
step of the
every
way.
new level of sexual activity.
Can I touch you here?
Yes.
Can I touch you here?
Yes.
Can I touch you here?
Okay.
Can I touch you there?
Yes. So at every single step, you have to get consent.
I like this.
It can be very technical.
Because if
at
you're
that
a
point.
young girl, you know, and you're fooling around with the guy you like for the first time, sometimes you're not ready, you're heated up, but you're not ready to go all the way. I would like him to say, is it okay? Every step of the way. I like it. It's kind of, right? Right. I don't know. It's just-
Well, yes means yes.
yes means yes.
The college years can be an interesting time for people. And there's always a lot of changes and big decisions to make. And when you get older, you start to second guess those decisions you've made.
And now there's a popular trend on Twitter where people are giving advice to the 18-year-old version of themselves with the hashtag, what I tell 18-year-old me.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And some of the best lines have been, take more pics so you have more options for Throwback Thursday. Oh, there we go. Really? Really, guys? Okay, well, I had hair, okay? So I would tell my 18-year-old self, guess what? Your hair is going to leave you. Don't get too attached to the hair, because it's going to go away.
Yeah.
That was my wrong sort of German flat top situation that I had going on. Very,
you know,
very
kids
bad.
are always in a hurry to grow up. They think they know it all and they can do it all, but a recent study asked parents at what age should kids be allowed to do certain things like have a Facebook account, a cell phone, be able to stay home alone, things like that. I mean, some of the studies were really interesting. They were saying like 58% said yes to a Facebook page.
At what age?
Like 14.
Wow. You don't possibly have the skills to figure out who's right and who's
Yeah.
wrong and when what they're doing, what their agenda is.
54% say they should have a cell phone. What do you guys think about cell phones?
At what age?
Yeah, well, look,
No way.
I think for safety purposes, around 12, 13, 14, a cell phone's okay. Look, I caught 2 buses to school and home from school. My parents worried about me, but it was the only, like my parents worked, but that was the only choice they had. So, you know, I think if my kids were doing that these days, the cell phone's all right. You can control this. You know, there's all kinds of features now you can monitor.
Well, I had a discussion with my son and my daughter. Sophie's 10 and Nicholas is 8 about getting a cell phone because all their friends are getting cell phones. And Sophie was like, Daddy, please, I want to have a cell phone. When can I get a cell phone? And I said to them, look, you can get a cell phone the same age I got my cell phone. And they were like, yay! Yay! And then we shook hands and signed the contract and everything. And then Nicholas asked, well, when did you get your cell phone, Daddy? I said, when I was 24. He started crying.
He was crying.
But you know, the whole thing with the Facebook is you have to be careful. Even when
Yeah.
you're 18, I mean, look at you doing all the smushing and the mushing at the wall and all that stuff you just talked about. That scares me. You know, you left out a whole chunk. I'm gonna get back to that. You left out a whole chunk of your life.
We'll make that
I
another
feel
show.
I don't feel privy to, which is not
should
cool.
your spouse know everything?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, 64% of parents say the kids shouldn't stay home alone until they're at least 13 years old. Now, every mother is a little guilty of this. All you need is milk, right? And they're already in their pajamas, or you need the snacks for camp tomorrow. You're like, all I gotta do is run to the store. I have got my keys, the wallet, gone all the way to the front door, and I have this picture in my mind that the entire house is on fire. So I grab them, put the pajamas in, and I take them. But yeah, there's a moment where it seems so easy to leave them home. 13, I was home alone around.
Yeah, I was home alone
Yeah.
at 10, but I
Yeah.
grew up in a different time and place. You know, we had the doors were open.
1947.
Thanks. No, I can't even go
Yeah.
go downstairs in the garage.
I'm really
and leave
curious
the
about what
kids.
you think of this one.
What? 51% of
Yeah.
parents say kids shouldn't wear makeup until they're at least 14 years old. Yes. Oh, I'm with that. 100%. 100%. You know, they're not grown. They're kids. Stay kids until you're not kids anymore.
Yeah.
So to me, that means 16, 18 years old. Like, yeah, 16, 18. What do you guys think? Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
No way.
You know, speaking of being in New York, there's this guy. Have you seen this guy on Instagram talking and Twitter talking about date while you wait? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thomas, what's his name? Thomas Knox. Look how cute this is. He set up this little table, these pop-up booths at subway stations all around New York City, just to have a little sit down and talk about what's going on with you, play a game of cards. It's so sweet.
So sweet.
Yeah.
That's scary.
No.
Don't invite me to a date on the subway platform. What is that?
No, it's just a little break. It's hashtag date while you wait, and you can, like, you know, find out where he's going to be, if he's going to be at your subway station.
Well, how can
I
you find
like
out?
this, Thomas. If next time I'm in New York, we're going to have a cup of tea together
Really?
on the A train.
Let's see if that'll happen. When we come back, the always entertaining Nick Cannon will be here. I don't even see the backpack.
Yo, what's up? It's Nick Cannon here, and I'm about to go on the Boris and Nicole show. Be there.
Welcome back. Our first guest is an entertainment powerhouse. You've seen us both together on BET's Real Husbands of Hollywood. Yes, sir. And currently, you can see him hosting America's Got Talent. Take a look.
And I thought maybe we could show you some techniques that will help you relax.
Sure. If
you
it
ready?
helps you with your act, I'll do whatever you want me to do.
Thank you. Just lay out across the couch. Time to relax. Isn't that nice?
Wow.
Lovely.
That's nice.
Not bad.
Please welcome our friend Nick Cannon. Look at you. Look at you.
Look at you. Y'all look so pretty. Just pretty. Just the prettiest couple in the world.
Well, you look so good today,
Well,
Nick.
thank you.
You know, you know, you're always posting your style on Instagram. Did you get a chance to post it? Should we post this one?
We should
I
Yeah,
think
let's post this one.
Yeah, let's get a shot of
Okay,
this.
here.
There it is. There we go.
Boom, there it is.
Boom.
Nice. So you've been hosting America's Got Talent for
6
Seven.
years.
7 years.
Seven years.
Yeah, season 10.
7 years.
Yeah.
So we just saw a little video how you got cozy with one of the contestants.
Yeah, and
what's
then
the
you know, y'all
craziest
saw
thing?
that, like, that it was me and the cuddler lady, and then the entire judge panel came up and got on top of me too. So
Nice.
Howard Stern was spooning me. That was probably the worst experience
Of your
ever.
life.
His Jerry curl was hanging all in my face. It was bad.
What are some of the
Let me try
craziest
those
these you had to
glasses
do?
You gonna try my glasses?
These are kind of fly. These are dope.
See, he's got the fly stuff.
See?
Yeah, let me
Look at that.
just
She
say
got
what
that. Them is you. You gotta keep that.
That says South of France all
Okay,
day.
y'all carry on.
Your wife just took my glasses.
That's what she
happened.
does.
That's what
she
happened.
We
does.
just wanted to see that pretty face.
I got you. I got you.
So what's the craziest thing that you had to do on that show?
The craziest thing. I mean, it's so many things. They put me at the top of the Empire State Building, the top of the Golden Gate Bridge. They had me like in the middle of the Grand Canyon hanging from a helicopter.
Well,
It's a bunch of stuff.
They're paying you well.
I hope, yeah. I mean, nothing's worth your life though. But yeah, I think that's the thing, especially now because season 10 is the most extreme. So they're trying to show all of this stuff. So I've put myself in danger quite a bit, but we have a good time with it.
Well, you've been doing this for a long time. You came to Hollywood at 15.
Yeah.
No, and then you became
He's
a
only,
Hollywood.
what are you, like
became
22 now?
I'll take
you
it.
became
I'll take
a
it.
Nickelodeon star at
I'll
17.
take it. Wow, where y'all get that picture from?
There you go. We get everything. But I want to know what made you want to do this so early, like at such a young age, and what have you learned on this journey?
Man, I come from a family of ministers, so I was always in front of some type of audience, and welcome in the church at like a
Can
kid.
you give us a little bit?
A sermon,
A little bit?
a little short
Absolutely
sermon.
not.
I'm done with that.
I've been sinning too much lately to even attempt that. No, but I think so being, someone in front of an audience and being a kid who always wanted attention, and being a hyperactive kid, it would always start in the church, and I would be opening up for my dad, who was a preacher, and so I was, telling Jesus jokes at like the young age of like
Wait a minute, we should
10,
move out when the
11.
lightning strikes.
I'm
Maybe
just
we should-
saying.
We should scoot
But
over
then,
there.
that kind of cultivated in just doing stand-up. And like you said, at like 15 years old, I was a regular at the Comedy Store and the Improv and stuff, and kind of just snowballed from there.
What do you think is one of your greatest accomplishments? I mean, you have a whole lot more to do.
Oh, that's easy. My children, that's definitely it.
Monroe and Moroccan, they're 4 years old. Look at that picture. They're 4 years old now.
Yeah,
Girl and a
that's
boy,
what's up.
beautiful. Now, how do you keep them focused on what life is all about? Because you got so much going on with the Hollywood and the entertainment, and and kids sometimes when they see that or when they're exposed to that, they sort of lose focus to what's really important. How do you
I
get
would
them
ask
back
y'all.
to?
I mean, because you guys know it
we
just as
struggle
well.
with the same
See, to me, it's all about establishing normalcy. You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
Because everybody, no matter whether they're in entertainment or not, are gonna have complexities and their family structure and stuff. So I think everyone's gonna have to deal with something. And when you approach it like that, like we all got something to deal with,
Right.
and we just gonna embrace it with love. I mean, unconditional love is what everything
Well, we
is all
found
about.
that actually traveling, taking them places and showing them real life,
Right.
whether it's in Africa or Europe, exposing them to other cultures.
Or just to Baltimore to see my family.
Understood.
Talking about real life.
Take them to be more.
That's right. You guys keep each other laughing on Real Husbands of Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yes, don't they, ladies?
Dude, it's
No,
hilarious.
you have me dying laughing on your show, Wildin' Out.
Oh yeah, y'all gotta come on Wildin' Out. Y'all
Well,
gonna come?
you gotta do. We do this thing on BNN where the celebrity gets to promote their show, but they have to do it in 6 seconds
Oh, okay.
and right into this camera in a Vine video. Can you do that?
Oh, absolutely.
Are you ready? Are you
Okay.
ready?
At 6
Put-
seconds?
Hold on. Yeah.
Wait, put
You
6
ready?
seconds on the clock.
And go.
Boris and Nicole will be on the next episode of Wildin' Out naked.
More with Nick Cannon when we come back. You crazy.
We are back with our good friend Nick Cannon. Nick, now we know you are on point with improv, so we thought we'd have a little fun with you. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna set up a real life scenario.
Okay.
You and Boris are going to have to act out how you would handle that scenario. But here's the catch. When I push this button, a celebrity's picture will pop up, and you're gonna have to act out your response sounding like those people. Everybody got it? Yeah.
And you gonna be in the scene with us?
Yes, where it's necessary. At the end of the game, by applause, our lovely audience will vote who slayed it the best. The loser will have to get the other person's name written on their forehead. Boom, boom, boom.
Boris's
boom,
forehead
boom.
is bigger than mine.
And then we get to post the picture online. Let's get started, okay, baby? You first. Okay.
All right.
Oh, I thought me?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
No,
Bring it. Okay, give it to me.
Boris, you get pulled over for speeding. Talk your way out of getting a ticket. Do it like Simon Cowell. Yes, over there. License and registration, please.
Do you know who I am? I've got a tight t-shirt on. Do you see my man boobs? I will ruin your life. You're the worst police officer in the world.
Okay, all right. All right, Nick, it's your turn. It's your turn.
That was good.
Okay.
He had the tire on.
Okay, now your neighbors are getting busy every night. over and over, and they are loud. Tell them they need to quiet it down. You shall do this as...
Quiet that down. I don't want to hear nothing. You might gotta be quiet. I guess. Never done a Nicki Minaj impression.
Okay, Boris, back to you. Okay, scenario number 3.
Oh, God.
You pulled up in a fast food drive-thru. While placing your big order, you can't seem to make up your mind, and you keep changing your order. You need to do this as Mike Tyson.
Okay.
Hello. Welcome
can I
to
have
Happy
a-
Hamburger. How may I take your order, please?
Can I have a pigeon burger with tomatoes and a lettuce and a punch and a big glass of punch?
I don't want to get beat up. I think that was great. That was great. Nick, you have the last one.
All right.
Okay, here we go. This is pretty difficult. Nick, come on, baby. Who is that?
Come on, baby.
Someone's dog has pooped on your grass, and you tell her to pick it up, but she's acting like she don't even hear you. You shall do this as Denzel Washington.
Yeah. Okay. You see your dog on my lawn? Do you see your dog on my lawn? Huh? That dog ain't got nothing on me.
Okay. So, audience, it's time to vote. Who slayed it? Did Boris slay it? Or did Nick Cannon slay it?
Come on! You're my home team!
You want to do that?
Oh, I get to write it?
Yes!
Oh, yeah.
Nick Cannon!
Oh, wow. I didn't know I got
Let me
to
get a
write it.
picture. Can I get a picture? Chris, you out there?
Why do I always lose? Come on,
You're a
y'all.
good sport, baby. You're a good sport.
Come on, y'all. Really?
You have a big forehead, boy. Sexy Cannon. There it is.
Sexy Cannon!
Be sure to catch Nick on America's Got Talent Tuesdays on NBC. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. There are always relationship situations you can find yourself in, and then there are some you just don't know how to handle.
And to help you out, we asked some of our judgmental friends to weigh in, and we will decide if you should say deuces or not. Please welcome comedians Heather McDonald and Ron G.
Ron, what is the best relationship advice you've ever received?
I learned is when you in doubt, run. Because I feel like you know it's right when you don't have to ask. If you have to ask, hey, should I be with this person? Like, look, I know I have a lot of money and they're not working, but they fine, or a big booty. Should I stay here? If you got to ask, it ain't right.
Something you already knows. What about
Your
you,
spirit,
Heather?
you know.
Kind of similar. I asked my sister when she got engaged, and she's been married 17 years. But back then I said, how do you know that he's right? And she goes, because it's easy. And I'm like, yeah, she never has to worry if he's going to call, if they have plans that weekend, or where he is. It was just easy. It was no, talking
Didn't take
about
her through
it.
a whole lot of changes and weird
just-
texting in the bathroom
Like you're just the
and hiding the
confidence.
phone like
Yes.
a domino,
Yeah,
turning it over. Not that you ever did that.
right.
But
Where'd you get that from?
I don't know.
That's terrible.
I mean, we dated and we've met
Yeah.
some jerks out there. Well, let's get started.
We'll throw out some relationship scenarios and get your thoughts. First situation, your mate has a best friend who's always third-wheeling around you. What do you do?
I do think you got to keep that third wheel as a friend. Like, you don't want that friend, say it's a guy, to be like, she's a bitch, let's go out, partying. So you want to be like really sweet to him.
keep the friend on
but
the good
then,
side.
yeah, but then just tell your man, like, I just want to have you alone, like, you know, and then maybe set up the friend with someone else so that he's not always around.
Right.
But so I'm a little half and half. I don't think it's a great scenario, but I think you need to make it work for you.
What about you,
Yeah, I
Ron?
feel like you gotta have balance, because especially if it's of the opposite sex, I feel like
Well,
if you have a
forget
best
the
friend
opposite sex.
if you have a best friend that's of the opposite
So
sex.
if you're dating me and my best friend is
Whoa,
a guy,
whoa, whoa, what?
See,
scenario
that's what
is
we
that?
had. But this is my theory. I feel like as a man, if your girl got a best friend of the opposite sex, they probably ugly. Cause you going to Vegas with Richard? Let me see Richard. Oh, you good? You can go with him. Yeah.
Okay, so what is this? Deuces or what is this?
is the
They
third
gotta
year?
get some business. The friend gotta have some business. I'm saying deuces.
Okay.
Okay.
Heather is on the fence.
I'm saying I don't love it, so I'm going to say deuces.
It must have happened to you.
Okay.
'Cause you're very
I'm going to
handsome.
say deuces. I'm going to say
She healing
deuces.
right now.
It's
You must
not
be
an
scarred.
ideal.
All right, well, this
It's
is
not
a good
ideal.
next scenario. A single mom of 3. Should her boyfriend spend the night? Heather?
I really
Heather?
think not until it's very serious. Like several months in, the kids have met him on many different occasions. He knows that's the only guy you're seeing, and then possibly. Like almost you have to be like in love. I think it's really bad that they're gonna wake up in the morning and be like, who are you? Oh, it's my date from the other night. You know what I mean? Like that's awkward. Like they shouldn't be freaked out that there's a robber in their house. No, it was just my
That's your daddy
date.
tonight.
Yeah.
I'm kind of torn. I feel like the woman, you should wait until you're serious, but I feel like as a man, you might want to spend the night just to see what you're dealing with, because they could be terrorists. You never know. You never know.
No, I
Like, Mr.
think-
Charles mean to me.
I'm telling you right now, and all the mothers of 3 children out in the audience, I know y'all feeling me on this one. Mommy needs some, right?
Hilarious.
Hello.
Some. I
Yeah.
mean, she's been dealing with her kids and her job and her life. He knows how to tip in and tip right back on out.
Here's another one. Your friend's partner hits on you. Do you tell your friend?
I say no. I say, first of all, you could have interpreted it wrong. He could just be a flirty guy. You will absolutely
too much.
lose your friend in
That's
it.
still too
You
much.
will lose your friend in it. Once they get divorced, you can have a glass of wine and tell her that he was real gross 5 years ago when he hit on you. I would not tell him now.
No.
You guys would tell
I'm
him?
snitching. I'm snitching.
Really?
If your girl hit on me, I'm snitching. I'm saying she nasty. No, not gonna do it.
No,
All right.
deuces.
Well, deuces. Okay.
All right.
Fine, we're friends.
Okay, someone you're dating breaks up with you on social media. The next day, they want you back. What do you think?
Oh, can I ask this?
Absolutely not. You requote it, and you say to the world, this is the jerk no one should date. And let the world know how awful he is.
Fight fire with
and
fire.
Yes, and never date him again.
I like
posting
that.
it. I'm posting on Instagram and I'm hashtagging, and I'm like, hashtag we done.
So unanimously,
Hashtag
deuces.
only do it.
What do you guys think? Deuces?
Deuces.
Yeah, social media's a no-no.
Heather, Ron, you guys were awesome. That was some very great advice. Thank you, guys. You can see Heather at the Irvine Improv and hear about her podcast, Juicy Scoop. And Ron G is hosting at the Laugh Factory in Hollywood. And he will be on Nationwide's college tour this fall.
Up next, snowboarding World Cup gold medalist Amy Purdy is here. We'll be right back.
This is Amy Purdy. I'm about ready to go on the Boris and Nicole show, so make sure to watch.
At 19, our next guest had a love for snowboarding, but her life took a dramatic turn when she was hit with a life-threatening illness and had both legs amputated. But that didn't keep her down. She went on to become a 3-time snowboarding World Cup gold medalist. Please welcome Amy Purdy! Wow.
Hi.
Congratulations on your recent engagement.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Your fiance put together a pretty special ring there. Will you tell us about it?
He did. So we've been together for 13 years. That is a long time.
It is a long time.
We were walking on the beach in Puerto Rico. He was picking up all these twigs and stems, and he made the ring because he wasn't sure what kind of ring I wanted in the first place. I felt him kind of playing with my finger. I was taking a nap on the beach, and he was sizing it, and it fit perfect. It
See,
was
guys, that's all it
pretty
takes.
That is all it takes.
So
Yeah.
while doing this, while making this ring, I want to know. I have to know about these things. At what point did he propose, actually?
He kind of naturally did it. It wasn't really getting down on one knee. He just was telling me how much he loved
smoothed
me.
on over and
and
slipped it on.
He did, and he said, "I want to marry you." And he said, "Will you marry me?" And yeah, and I was
you
like,
guys, get out of here with
"That's all you
that.
have to do."
Okay, don't get
That's all you have to do.
Don't get it twisted. She took him right to the jeweler to have it cut.
I did. Yeah.
So,
Hold that thought.
Yeah.
and so while you were at the jeweler getting the ring duplicated,
Yeah.
something else pretty special happened.
Right, I was getting the ring worked on. We're duplicating that kind of the natural like bark and twigs into
Gold and- or
into
platinum.
the actual wedding band.
Wow.
And so Neil Lane is doing it for us, and Neil goes, "Well, Amy, that's somebody interesting for you to meet." And I turned around, and Ringo Starr walked in. What? Yeah.
Right here. So yeah.
This was, and I was starstruck. I don't really get starstruck that much, but you know, it's just me and Neil, and I was already
And
starstruck.
Ringo.
And Ringo.
And we're looking at rings.
Right, and we had this conversation, and then Neil told him my story and Daniel's story and how I lost my legs and everything, and then Ringo said, "Well, I want you to have this," and he gave me this bracelet, which says peace and love. Yeah.
It's going to match your wedding dress. It's white. Yes,
Right.
that's nice. Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
Amy, you started snowboarding at 15, and
Yes.
soon after you graduated from high school, you lost both of your legs to a bacterial infection.
Right.
Now, we went through some difficult times with our child, and one of the things that helped us was reaching out to other people who were in the same situation. Did you have people that you could reach out to that could relate to what you were going through?
You know, at first, I didn't. I didn't know anybody else with a prosthetic leg, let alone 2 prosthetic legs. I was a competitive snowboarder at that time, had no idea if I'd be able
Your
to
whole
do it
life
again.
was about legs.
My whole life was, I was a massage therapist. I mean, I was on my feet 10 hours a day working, then working out, then snowboarding. And so I had no idea if my entire life was going to change, and I was pretty sure that it was going to. But really, it put me on a mission to figure out what I could do and how to do it. And in a way, I have this drive to constantly figure out snowboard legs, figure out dancing legs, whatever I need to do what I want to do. I kind of am driven by that. But yeah, I actually started a nonprofit organization with my boyfriend, our fiance.
Oh, careful now.
I know, it's new. But with my fiance Daniel, called Adaptive Action Sports, and just this past week, there was this little girl, Jane, who came to one of our skateboard clinics, and she lost her leg in the Boston bombings, and I taught her how to skateboard.
Oh.
And yeah,
That's amazing.
thank you.
Well, that's paying it forward. That's absolutely incredible.
And that's what it's about. It's I've kind of figured out what works for me. Daniel has been a huge part of that. I
Hi,
mean,
Daniel.
he's awesome. I wish he was here, but he helps to kind of make things. I wanted to learn to skateboard, and it's hard to balance on a skateboard with prosthetic legs. So he attached this pole to the skateboard that has now turned into this adaptive tool to teach people who have disabilities or physical challenges how to skateboard.
That's amazing.
And so we work together really well. I love that this is a relationship show, and really Daniel and I have a pretty unique relationship because as our relationship grew, so did this idea to help other people with what we've learned, and
Yes,
that's how the organization came about.
And when you guys met, I love this story. You met, and he wasn't even phased.
Not at all. I saw him from across the bar, and he was smiling. He had the prettiest smile, and he came right up to me. He introduced himself to everybody at the table, and then he asked me if I wanted to play pool with him. And as we were playing pool,
Were you nervous at all? Like,
I was, because he was so cute. I thought, okay, this guy probably hits on every girl. He was so cute, and I wasn't yet 100% comfortable with my situation. I had dated a little bit, but it's weird when you're wearing pant legs and nobody knows, and then you have to decide when do you tell them. And so we were playing pool, and I noticed that he had the skateboard sticker, well, skateboard logo on his hat. He's a skateboarder. And I had that exact same sticker that I slapped onto my leg just to try to dress them up, I guess,
Yeah.
at that time. And so right away when I saw that, I pulled up my pant leg and I said, oh, we're twins. And then I pulled up the other pant leg and I said, oh, I have two. And he was like, okay. And then he said, do you want to snowboard tomorrow? And I was like,
my
sure,
God.
yeah.
We love you, Daniel.
I know.
I love the
What a great
ring.
story.
Yeah.
I want to thank you
sharing
for being
this.
here. I want to thank you for giving us this amazing, empowering message of being able.
Yeah.
Pick up a book on my own 2 feet, and we'll be right back.
On Monday's show, Boris lost a game to our friend Rick Fox. Because he lost, Boris had to post his cell phone number online. Well, the phone... Babe, you want to pay attention? A little, you know, we're doing a show, Boris and Nicole show, remember? You wanna...
Yeah. Well, there's all these messages, and I'm trying to read them, and you know, I'm just trying to be nice. There's one. I'll read this one. Hi, this is somebody from Atlanta, Georgia. Congratulations on the show. Praying for your success. That's nice.
That's
Right?
nice. That's us. Okay.
And then there's one saying, I love your show. I would like you to go more into why it's important for married couples to communicate.
This is very loving. I like it.
Then there's one who sends
Good note.
a picture. Oh, wow. No, delete.
Thank you.
Holy cow. Okay.
Delete.
Delete. I deleted it.
Okay.
And then there's one, I'm planning a trip to Berlin this summer. You should come.
Yes, the whole family will be there.
We'll all be there. Oh, hold on. There's a call coming in. Hold on one second. Let me take this call. Here.
Hi, is this Boris?
Hello. Can I have a mic? Yes, who's this?
This is Shireen. How are you?
I'm good, Shireen. You are live on the Boris and Nicole show right now. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Plainfield, New Jersey.
All right. She's very happy about New Jersey right now. So thanks for calling. Do you have a question?
I do. How does it feel to be the host on your own show?
What did you say?
How does it feel to be the host of your own show?
Oh, it's absolutely amazing. We're having such a great time. Do you like the show?
Yes, so far I'm loving it. Thank you.
Hey, Shireen, thank you so much for calling in. Hey, why don't you come to LA and be a part of our audience soon?
Yay!
Would you like that? Shireen,
I would love that.
that's great. Well, hold on. Don't go anywhere.
Nicole wants to say hi and get a few details. All right, girl, I'll call you later. Hold on.
Bye, Felicia.
Thank you.
Okay. We'll be right back.
That's going to do it for us today. Thanks to Nick Cannon, Heather McDonald, Ron G.